first time in a long time when I do the stream, you're going to be able to see me and Mark in the studio. And I'm sure it's just temporary, I hope, but which is very unusual. Mark can't seem to get this feed up. It's just giving him a little bit of a problem. So once he gives me the motion, I'll share it and you'll be able to get to see us. Actually see the cameras moving, but I don't see the stream. So we're good. Mark's saying yes, that we're good. So as soon as I see it on, if anyone can see me, I see me.
I'll stall here for a second so you can.
Why, thank you, Mark. I'm doing my best to get it up and to share, and I am almost there. And boom, I'm good. So everybody, hello, everybody. So you can see me in my pretty green shirt, and Mark in his number 7 jersey. So it's good. It's all good. So I'm really excited. I can't believe that I can't look at myself on my phone because it just freaks me out that I can actually see me and you in the studio, but I'm here and we're good. And listen, I have a big favor to ask, which I've never done this before. If you happen to get through on the phone and you've got through to me in the past several weeks, I have a big favor to ask to either not call or just give it a week. I get so many messages and so many emails that people want to say, how can I get through? How can I get through? And I'm just trying to give people that haven't gotten through to me or it's been a long time that I can do readings for, and I would very much appreciate it. So thank you. But I do have a story that I need to share, and Elix is not here with me today. He had a commitment. He had to actually change an appointment because Elix's cousins, Ava and her daughter Mariana, were here last week, and we had the best time with them. Mark, we did high tea. We went to P-Town. We went to Franklin Park Zoo to see the Asian lanterns. We had the best time, but because my readings and Elix's appointments go so far out that when something like this happens, we've got to kind of manipulate and change and just at the mercy of our clients. And my clients are the best. So I was able to switch a couple of things. Elix did too, but unfortunately Elix had to switch one to 5 o'clock today. So he's a couple of towns over, and I'm going to actually, after this, I'm going to meet him for dinner. But he said hi to everybody, and everyone misses that Puerto Rican when he's not here, right? But I have to share a story. I'm sure he's not listening because he's with his client. So a very quick story. This past week, I am at the kitchen sitting at the counter waiting for Elix. He's cooking something. He's getting food prepared. I think it was the weekend because I think Ava and Mariana had went out to see her son and brother up in New Hampshire. So I was talking to Elix about my previous sinus condition, and I said, you know what? Elix said something to me, and I said, let me look it up on Google. So I typed in on Google, have you, or can you, and, you know, before you type the whole thing, you know how subjects stop popping up on Google? Where they come from is beyond me. So I was putting in, can you have a sinus infection without congestion? So I went to put, can you, and things popped up and something caught my eye, and the first thing that popped up was, can you, and I this really is a PG show, and it will stay a PG show, but I saw the subject matter, can you have sex with a Yudi? And I looked at it like, can you have sex with a Yudi? And I said to Elix, what's a Yudi? And he said to me, I have no idea why you're asking me that. I'm like, because this crazy, foolish Google, the first line that came up before I finished typing my subject matter was, can you have sex with a Yudi? And I thought, I think I read somewhere a while ago that a Yudi is like a magical character. I'm like, but who would type that? Like, who would ask that, right? I mean, I would imagine, I don't know enough about Google, but I would imagine that for Google, am I wrong, Mark, that someone has to type it in some point for it to pop up, right? Somebody has to have put it in there, and right? Isn't that
Yeah, I believe so.
So, I mean, believe me though, I know there's crazy people and I know people put in everything. That's what the internet's all about and Google's all about. But I'm staring at it and I said to Elix, I need to like click on this to see like what the response is. Can I have sex with a Yudi? So Elix was like, before you do that, let me look at it. And he takes my phone and looks at it and then looks at me, puts the phone down and just stares at me. He was like, what is wrong with you? And I said, what? He said, that says, can you have sex with a UTI? Not a Yudi. I so need help. And Elix says to me all the time, you're so smart, you're so bright, common sense, you've got none. And let's just remind everybody that I went to law school part-time, working full-time, took the bar, passed the bar the first time. I am smart, but sometimes my mind doesn't click the way it should, and it didn't click enough to look at the UTI and think that's a UTI, not a UD. Where I went to, it's a magical character is beyond me. But if you needed a laugh today, or if you've been down, hopefully I just gave you one, because you should have seen Elix's face, Mark. You had to see his face look at me like I don't even know where to go with this. Like I don't know. But he did say as he was going back to the stove, this is going to be on the show. So I had to beat him to the punch.
I was trying to figure out while you were talking about this where this was going to go. Because usually, I can figure these things out, okay? That one, nope. Sorry, nope.
I don't have any explanation for it. I just don't. I don't know why my mind didn't change to understand that that's what that was. Or Elix says, if you look at the subjects underneath it, it's all pertaining to the same subject, and it wasn't. It was informational. There was nothing wrong with it, but. Here I am thinking for a split second, why is somebody asking can they have sex with a magical creature called a Yudi is beyond me. And, I blame spirit though. I really do. I mean, spirit's always with me and I'm always, they're always around. And so I swear though, if you could hear spirit right now, they'd probably be looking like, don't blame us. That was all on you, Stephen. That was nobody else but you. But I I laughed the entire night, and Elix just keeps looking at me. And you can imagine Elix's life, right, of almost going on 29 years with me, and these things happen all the time. So, but when he ever grabbed that phone and said, Steven, that says, can you have sex with a UTI, and just put the phone down, it just shook his head. And then I said, Elix, and he was just he was at the stove. He wasn't even looking at me. It's sort of like one of the dogs, like Django. If he's in one of those moods, you call Django. He won't even look at you. He'll just stare straight. Elix was doing the same thing, but I guess after almost 29 years, I guess he has that right? So, but I'll never make that mistake again. So, but how are you, Mark?
I'm doing okay, feeling well.
You look good. You look
Thank
good. I'm
you.
so glad to get to see you in person.
Yeah,
That's a great thing. And you have a trip coming up next month.
Hopefully. We got our fingers crossed.
No, hopefully. This is a exciting trip for you, so you're going to go, right?
Yeah.
It's New York.
Yes.
And what are you doing?
I'm going to be going to the Patriots-Jets game at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey.
I love it.
Second game number 2 of the upcoming season.
Nice.
A lawyer friend of mine named John, thank you, John, is a season ticket holder.
So he's bringing you?
Yes.
How nice is that, Mark? I mean, I know you're going to love it, and just to get out of here, especially with COVID, and just to get out of the state and just do something different, I think it's a great thing, and you'll do it. You definitely will do it. So, so I'm going to take a break, my first break. When I come back, this is also weird without Elix. It's just weird, even though I'm glad I'm here with you, Mark. When I come back, I'm going to start taking calls, and if you just want to ponder, can you have sex with a Yudi? You go right ahead and do that. So I will be right back. And welcome back to Through the Static. Again, I am so excited to be here in person, physically. And I know the stream's up, that you get to see the studio. You get to see me and Mark. And Elix isn't here, but he's definitely here in spirit. So I think I'm going to go. I'm laughing because Mark looks very discombobulated. You're good? We're good. All right, so I'm going to go to the first caller. Hi, this is Steven. Who's this?
Hi, my name is Chris.
Hi, Chris. How are you?
I am good. Welcome back.
Why, thank you, Chris. I'm really excited to be here and to get to actually sit in the studio. You know, it's beautiful to be remote because it's so easy, but there's something to be said with sitting in the studio and seeing the mics and seeing Mark and whatnot. So, but let me focus on Chris and see what's going on, Chris. There's a lot going on, Chris. I'm trying to figure out. First of all, there's a dad energy that's stepping forward. So is dad here or crossed? I got to figure out who this is.
Okay, my dad has crossed. Yes.
So I think it's your father. Is there also a father-in-law who crossed?
I have a father-in-law that crossed also, yes.
Because I just saw another father like step on the other side of me and say, tell her. So you got dad and a father-in-law, and there's a really strong mother energy, like really, really strong, who's very excited, Chris, that she gets to be here and let you know that she's here. Is this your mother? Your mother's mother is crossed?
I have a mother and a couple of grandmothers.
So your mom is crossed also?
Yes.
Okay. So your mother and father-in-law keep saying to me AJ or AG. I don't know if this is two different names. Well, let me start with this, Chris. Was there anybody at some point that was called like initials, like TJ or PJ or
RJ is my father-in-law.
Oh my God, Chris. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I love this. I love that your father-in-law is letting you know that he's stepping forward also. But your mom also said that you've got a birthday or an anniversary really close. There's something connected to you.
Actually, today is my mom's birthday.
Oh my God, Chris. Wild.
Yes, today's her 97th birthday.
And you know, how cool is it though that your mom is the one that made me say mom saying the birthday or anniversary? Oh, because it's her birthday, and your mom is the sweetest because she's like right next to me, hugging me. I mean, really, they're with you, but I can feel her essence and her energy, so she's really around. But you know something? I can't tell if this is your dad or your father-in-law or somebody different. Did you lose a brother or brother-in-law?
I have.
Oh,
I have. I've lost two brothers.
Wow, Chris! I thought it was a brother. They don't give me in-law, so I have to either say brother and brother-in-law. But just know that your brothers are also Elizabeth, Edward. Who's the E? I just heard your brother yell out an E name. I don't know if it's crossed or living, like Erin or Eddie or Elizabeth. Or Edith. There's a really strong E connection, Chris. If it doesn't come, just make sure you hang on to it. There's a reason why your brother is giving it. I just asked your brother, is this a middle name? And I think it may be. It may be like Mary Erin, like there's an E connection but it's in the middle. Or it also could be like a maiden name too. I don't know why they do that, but sometimes they just give me a last name. But if they squeeze it in between, it's either a middle name or a maiden name. So just make sure you keep it with you. I just don't know if it's living or cross. But your brothers are jumping up and down, very, very excited, but somebody mentally is off. Like, I don't know if somebody had like some mental stuff going on, or this was like someone who drank and that made their mental capacity a little bit off. But it feels Chris, is there anybody that was connected to you that was either very, very depressed or had some mental issues?
both of my brothers that have passed they both they both they both were drinkers.
Oh, that's what it.
The one brother. I just lost the one brother last week.
Oh my God.
Yeah, one of them. I just lost one last week, and the other one almost 2 years ago.
Oh my God, Chris! Wow. Wow, it's just,
I know.
it's, what.
I was really hoping to get in today.
I love it. And you know something, what a testament though to you and your energy that your brother who, a lot of people will ask me, I was told that I need a certain amount of time before they come through, which really is nonsense. In my judgment anyway, my experience, maybe somebody else feels differently, but in so much though is a testament or connected to the person I'm reading. So your energy is huge. And your mom just said to me, there was also someone, I know I'm jumping around here, Chris, but your mother just told me someone had like bipolar or there was some diagnosis of something. So either living or cross-connected, and this could be on your in-laws' side too, because your father-in-law is chatting. Just make sure you keep that with you. And I completely forgot what your mother is looking at me with daggers in her eyes. Like she just said something to me and I forgot. She doesn't really have daggers in her eyes because she's so sweet. I love your mom. But the angels. Did someone give you an angel or do you connect with angels? Your mother just keeps pointing at angels with you.
I do have angels. I have angels. Definitely.
I love it. And Chris, your mom just said to me, I want my daughter to know that with the angels around her and that feeling of having angels and liking that, she said, I just need my daughter to know that the angels actually hear her. Like, because she connects with angels, it's because angels are around her. And your mother's like, Chris, you've got a lot of angels everywhere. They're all over the place. And you're really connected, by the way. You are not you are not in the mainstream, Chris, of connecting to spirit. I don't know whether you know this or not, but you are way. Your mother just said, no. My daughter has always questioned things about her connection, but she's way connected than what she gives herself credit for. Do you have any clue that you're connected?
I have, yeah. I feel like I do. I
love that. And I feel like I'm not even letting you speak. I'm so excited just to get to do this with you. But the more you acknowledge it, Chris, the better you'll get with the connection. And it is just a skill to hone in on. But you are nowhere near mainstream. Like your mom just showed me mainstream, like everybody that is intuitive, because we all are, and we all pretty much fall on this sort of spectrum. And I just said, and now where's your daughter? And she's like, look up. And you're like way above, floating somewhere. I love that. I love that you're so connected. It's a great thing. And your brothers are saying yes. And your brothers one of your brothers just said, thank you, Chris. Thank you for being who you are. Thank you for being my sister. Thank you for being mom's and dad's daughter. There's a lot of thank yous coming to you. Just make sure you keep that with you. So
I will.
And it's just a beautiful way, especially with your mom. Is your dad been gone for a while?
10 years.
Okay. To me, 10 years or more is a while. So your dad just letting you know that he's stepping forward. And was there someone's named after your dad, or where's the name passed down? Someone's got like a first or a middle name that's somebody else's, like a grandpa, grandma. This something with the name passed down. That's what your father just said. If it doesn't come, it could be a nephew, it could be a niece, it could be a grandchild. But your father is validating a name passed down, and it sort of feels like it's like a John or Jim or George name. Is that something that's already connected to you?
His name is George.
Oh, so
his name is George,
Hi,
and he's a junior.
Oh, wow! I love that, Chris.
He is a junior.
So it's a double validation of your dad's name as well as being a junior. But let me tell you that you've got so much love around you, with you, and just make sure. And your father just said a lot of protection, and just make sure. I could go on a long time with you right now with so many spirit, but I can't because I'm on the radio. So I'm going to leave you with that.
I'll have
Chris.
to book a reading.
I would love that.
Reading,
I would
Stephen.
definitely love that.
Thank you
so lots
so
of love
much.
to you, and thank you for calling, Chris.
You tell Elix we missed him today. Okay, I haven't talked to you guys in a long time, so I appreciate it.
I love it. He's going to love that. I will definitely tell him that, Chris.
All right, dear.
Lots of love
Thank
to you.
you
Bye
so
bye.
much.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
We're close to the break, so I'm going to take the break and then resume calls as soon as we get back. So we will be right back. And welcome back to Through the Static. I hope anybody who's watching Facebook Live or WARA 1030 AM YouTube and seeing the studio that you're enjoying it, because I certainly am, even though I just glanced at the break at the live, and I have to make sure I keep my posture up. So, like I can see myself now. So let me go to the next caller. Hi, this is Stephen. Who's this? Hello? Hello?
How come I can never get through?
You're through. Who is this?
Oh, it's Chrissy.
Chrissy, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? I lost you the other night on a live.
I love hearing you. How come I never get through?
I know.
and everybody in Radio Land heard you. So, but you're through,
Yay.
Chrissy. And I remember you. I don't know what happened on when I was doing readings right on Facebook.
Yep.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened, and I thought I was bringing you back and called the next woman Chrissy. So, but you're here now, so that's all that matters, Chrissy. So
Yes.
let me see what's going on, and let me tune in. Much like Chris, the call before. There's a lot of people here. Chrissy, do you have a significant other?
Yes. Well, we're engaged.
I love that. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Because I keep feeling like I'm getting pulled to that side. And Oh, I think I am, but let me ask you, who's the very strong Anthony or Anna or Ava, or there's a really strong A name connected.
A name.
Because there's a I'm sorry.
My mother-in-law, Annette.
Okay, but is Annette here or crossed?
She's here.
Okay, so it's definitely then. I thought I was being pulled to your in-laws' side. So just it's somebody. It's a really well. There's two people here now. There's a grandmother for you. So you have to have one grandmother crossed, right?
I do.
So there's a grandmother who's very, very excited because she keeps hugging you. But then there's a really strong dad energy on your fiance side's. I can't get it out. Fiance's side. And I don't know if this is. Is Dad here? Your father-in-law?
He's here. My father has passed.
Okay, so maybe it's your dad then that's coming through. All I can tell you is that I'm getting both sides, and I think it's not a big surprise for me because I don't know if you have something. Well, I was just about to say I don't know if you have something planned for the wedding, but what's in July?
Nothing in July.
There's an anniversary or birthday, something in July. We just passed this month, and it's your dad that's yelling something's in the 11th. So let me ask you something: does either side of the either of your sides have twins?
Actually, my fiance's does.
Right, I knew one side did, and I wasn't sure where the twins are. Have you had conversations about having children?
No, not anytime recently.
So Chrissy's like, no. Move on, Stephen. Move along, Betty. The reason why I'm asking you that, Chrissy, is because I see there's some connection with kids. Do you or your fiance like work with kids, or have you ever worked with kids?
My fiance's sister works at a daycare.
Oh, maybe
yeah, it could be them.
I could be pulling. Your father just said, "Not so fast, honey." That's not it. All I'm telling you is that's what I feel. So just each side too, Chrissy, which is really cool. There's a dog here too in spirit. A dog just flew by me, back and forth, back and forth. So did you grow up with a dog? Did you guys have a dog that's crossed?
Yeah.
Keep Duke, the D name. Dango, Duke, the Dalmatian. When I get a letter for an animal, Chrissy, it's either the breed of the dog or it's the name of a dog or maybe the nickname of a dog. And it doesn't have to necessarily, even though I just said, I asked you about your dog, it could be anyone's dog. It could be someone's dog that's living. But there's, you don't remember a dog named Duke?
No, not that I know of. We had the dog Jip.
Yeah, don't tell me the name if it's not the one I'm asking, because I want them to do the work. But in any case, there is Daisy. That's what it is. Duke or Daisy. There's a D name, so just make sure you keep it with you, Chrissy. And why do I keep getting pulled to cars? Did you guys just do something recently with the car?
We got new cars back in, I think it was March.
I don't know if that's far. I mean, close enough. Chrissy, did somebody work on cars or ever work with cars, like at an auto place? There's cars around me connected to you or your fiance. Somebody, I don't know if this is a mechanic, if this is someone did like a short-lived kind of job working at an auto dealer or working with cars, but there's more than one car. So it's not I just heard your father say congratulations on the new cars, but it's not that. And where's the red car come in, or red truck?
Red truck, red car. I don't know.
Either somebody had it or has it. So I never can tell with spirit time-wise if this is it's a little pickup truck. It's little. So your friend, family, someone's got a little tiny or SUV, but it's red. So just make sure you keep it with you. And who's the John or Jim? Jane, George? Who's the G or J? Either side.
Well, I have my sister's name is Gina, but my fiance's is Jen.
Oh, well, I think I would. Yeah. I think I may go to Jen first before then you say Gina. I'm just saying, Jen's loved ones in spirit will be like, this is a fiance, so you got to go first, right? Even though it's a nice validation to Gina. Now, your father is making me say this. He's playing with you, Chrissy, so he's just giving a great validation. Just make sure, keep the July date in place. There's something in July. I don't know if this is a vacation that's planned or you just took a vacation in July. Something happened in a month of July. So, and it's recent.
My sister and my fiance took a vacation in July.
You mean this past month? Or like last?
Yeah. I didn't go, but they all went, and we're like, one big family. So
I love that. I love that your dad is giving that as a validation. That's really cool, Chrissy, that he's validating you. He's validating Jen. It's a great thing. Just know that your father just said, like, everybody's so looking forward to whenever the wedding happens. Just very, very happy and very, very excited. I'm going to leave that with you, Chrissy. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Lots of love to you. And take care of yourself.
Thank you. You too.
All righty. Bye-bye. Hi, this is Steven. Who's this?
Hi.
Hi. Should I guess your name? Is it Ann?
That's my middle name.
I am really good. No, what is your first name?
Jennifer.
Jennifer Ann is in the house. How cool was that I got your middle name? That's pretty wild.
That was pretty cool.
And I don't even see the calls coming in. Mark does that. The producer does that. So, Jennifer, I'm so glad that you're calling. Somebody just said to me that there was a lot of stuff going on. A lot of dynamics around you, Jen or Jennifer. Is it Jennifer or Jen?
Both.
Okay.
Both.
Jen, did someone like in the family move or separate, or what is it? I keep feeling someone talking about you and something around you. It feels like it's the past, but it doesn't feel like it's that long ago, but it feels, are your parents both here?
Yes.
Living. Are they separated?
Yeah, my parents divorced when I was a child.
Oh, that's what it is. I asked it's a grandfather, but did you not know one of your grandfathers, like, or were you young?
Yes.
Whichever, both grandpas or grandfathers are crossed?
Well, yeah, my mother's father is crossed. My grandfather, he passed when I was little.
Okay, but is the other one your dad's dad crossed?
I don't know his biological father. I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know them.
Got it. Just know that one of the grandfathers, and I'm thinking it's mom's dad, is the one that's giving me the validation, and just wanted to bring up something that you've been through, especially that's rough with parents and divorce, and it's just a way that your grandfather's saying that he's always around you and always with you, and he just said to me, that's a slick tattoo. You have tattoos? He just said it's a really slick tattoo.
Oh, that's crazy. My grandfather that passed away, I have his tattoo on me.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God, Jen, that is so cool.
Yes. So he had a tattoo on his arm, and when I grew up, I used to always see this tattoo in a picture. And I said, what does that mean? Because it's in a different language. It was with an Irish 4-leaf clover with the colors in it from the Irish flag, and it said Pugamaton. And I used to say, what does that mean? And my parents would tell me, you'll know when you get older. And I'd be like, what does that? And so, when the internet came, I looked it up, and it means kiss my ass. So when I was old enough to get a tattoo, that was my second tattoo, is I took a picture of my grandfather to the tattoo artist, and I said, take that tattoo and put it on me. And he literally took it and did the exact same thing. And my grandfather got in the Army, so it's not that great, but I still wanted exactly what my grandfather had, so I made them put it exactly Yeah, that's hilarious.
Wow. What? Just do me a favor. Like, don't tell me again what that means, because that's a word we can't say on the radio.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. I know you got excited. I probably got you excited, and I'm excited
that's so
because your
funny.
grandpa. The way he just delivered that, like, that is a slick tattoo. You just blew me away that you have his tattoo.
That blew me away because I got that like 20-something years ago. That's insane.
I love it. But your grandfather also just said to me, and again, in essence of time, these are condensed readings. But your grandfather just said to me, I cannot even begin to tell my granddaughter how proud I am of her and who she is and what she's battled and what she's been through and how amazingly strong my granddaughter is. He said, if I had the choice to make the decision who I could have for a granddaughter, he was like, I would take Jennifer 10 times over. He loves you so much, and said that he also wants to make sure you know that when he crossed, and I know you said when you were young, that he has been with you every step of the way. He has not missed a milestone. He's been with you, and he just wants to make sure you know how much not only he loves you, but how proud he is of you. And why I love him, Jen, because he just said, Stephen, why I did that with the tattoo is that all I wanted before you hung up with my granddaughter was for her to absolutely wholeheartedly know it's really me. This wasn't just a guess. It's me, and how proud I am, and how proud so many of your loved ones in spirit that are watching you are with you. So your grandfather's got teary eyes just because he loves you so much, and I am definitely going to leave you with that, because I got to take a break. Jennifer, thank you so much for calling.
I appreciate it, and I apologize again for the words.
No, listen, we're all good. We're all good.
I didn't even realize. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
We're all good. Listen, lots of love to you, and thank you for calling. And
hi, Helix, too.
I will tell him, and we will be right back. And welcome back to Through the Static. I got the best surprise that Mock's mama, Miss Ellie, just came in, which Elix is going to be very, very jealous about. And I wish I could chat, but I don't want to leave these people on hold. So let me go to the next caller. Hi, this is Steven. Who's this?
Sassy.
What was your name?
Sassy.
Hi,
Sassy Gonzalez.
Ceci, how are you?
Good, and yourself?
I'm good, too. I love your name, Ceci.
Thank you.
So let's tune in to see what's going on. So Ceci, there's a lot going on here with you. Someone keeps yelling to me that did you just celebrate someone's birthday or anniversary?
My son's birthday was on the 3rd.
Of August.
Of August, yes.
But you have 2 kids?
Yes, I do. I have a daughter that she's a daughter and a son. Yes.
Someone just yelled out, there's 2 of them. I'm like, okay, well then we'll validate those 2. So
yes.
I love that they're validating your son's birthday as well as also they don't want to leave your daughter out. So what I don't know if this is you. So let me. There's a dad energy, Ceci. Is your dad still here or is he crossed?
My dad is still here.
So there's a really, a father energy. So it must be then a grandfather, unless there's another sort of father figure that you would know of. But just make sure you keep it with you. He's talking a lot, so I'm telling him to slow down. And there's a really strong mother energy too. So I don't know if this is grandmother. If your mom is here, right?
My mom is here, yes.
I thought so, but it must be a grandmother. But they're giving a validation to the 2 kids. Somebody is very artistic. Like someone's very creative. I don't know if this is you, if this is one of the kids, but because I can, no, Ceci, does somebody draw or paint?
I do have my brother that he does draw. I do mess around with the Cricut here and there, and then I do have my daughter that she likes to paint here and there.
Just know when Spirit brings that up, it's just a way to validate the artistic side and just let you know that they're around. Do you have a William around you?
A William?
William or Billy? There's I think it's two different people. I keep getting, and I never get the W name. So if it's not William, is it like a?
I have my grandfather that he is here. His name is Wilfredo.
Oh.
That's my grandfather, and then I also have an uncle that his name is Billy too. That my great grandmother that passed, that's her son's name.
Wow, I love that. I love that everybody's just giving these validations. And I always tell people when I do readings, they validate people living, they validate people crossed, like your grandpa. I love the Will. I knew I was getting Will or William, so I wouldn't have went to the.
I do have a William too, an uncle that lives in Puerto Rico. That's my great grandmother's son as well.
I love it. I love Ceci. It's just a beautiful way to let you know that they're watching over you, they're with you, and somebody also did something with a car, a transfer or a inspection or registration. There's something with the car I keep hearing somebody talk about. So nobody connected to you just did something recently with a car?
Well, I did drive to buy a car like around, I think it was beginning of April. But actually my sister also, one of my younger sisters just purchased a car too.
Oh, so that's what it's probably going to be. It's just, it's everybody in spirit that's connected to you, Sissy, just letting you know that they see everything that's going on. Does somebody have a baby?
A baby.
Ceci, I'm asking that because Spirit keeps making me look. There's a container of wipes on, like disinfectant wipes. Somebody used wipes for something. They're making me bring up wipes. So I unless somebody uses wipes for something else, like.
I am actually my fiance just got in a bad motorcycle accident on June 28th, and basically I've been his CNA, so I've been using a lot of wipes. I don't know to take care of him.
Oh my God, Ceci! Wow. Oh my God! Wow. So I just heard your this is your fiance.
My fiance just got in a bad motorcycle accident, yes, on June 28th.
Wow. Amazing. Just, Ceci, I'm going to just leave you with this, that I just heard that him here is a miracle within itself. That he had spirit, he had angels, he had so many guiding forces to make sure that he was going to be here and to make sure that he wasn't taken from you. Your energy is incredible, and so is your heart. And I'm just running up time-wise, Ceci, so I got to go.
Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you so much, and lots of love to you, Ceci. You take care.
You as well.
Alrighty, thank you. Bye-bye. Hi, this is Steven. Who's this?
Hi, this is Sierra.
Sierra, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I don't know. Today it's like all these beautiful names. The Sierra is so pretty. So Sierra, someone just, you have a boyfriend?
Yeah.
Did you have to think?
No.
So you're with someone now?
Yeah.
Someone, like, I didn't even get to ask who this is connected to in spirit, like mom, dad, grandmother, grandfather. I just heard we got to talk about the relationship. We have to talk about that.
Yeah.
So, is Sierra, have you been on and off with him?
Yeah, we have.
Just know that this is not anything attached to that. They're not saying he's great, he's not great. It's not about that. It's just all about letting you know that your loved ones are watching you and making sure that you know that. And I keep hearing, I was going to say a mom energy and dad, and it is both. So I don't know if this is grandfather, grandmother, or mom, dad, whoever this is in spirit. But I keep hearing, Sierra, like, come on, you have to step into Sierra and remember who you are. And I mean, you are amazing. And that's not, I just heard Spirit say, that's not because we're related to her. It's just because she is. But we have to make sure she believes that and knows that, like, if anybody's around you, Sierra, whether it's a boyfriend, whether it's a friend, it doesn't matter. They should feel honored to be around your presence, because what you give and who you are as a person is unbelievable. It's just crazy. Does someone have one child? So when if that's not the case, then there is a child in spirit. Someone lost a child. When I get the way they gave it to me, either someone maybe lost a brother or sister, maybe someone had a miscarriage. Just Sierra, just keep it with you, because there's a now that the more I connect, there's a child in spirit that is stepping forward. So it's got to be somehow connected to you. Who's in healthcare or was in healthcare, like CNA, nurse, dental? Because I keep getting plopped into like a hospital.
I used to work in the hospital a couple months ago.
Wow, Sierra. So, even though you're not anymore, it's just a beautiful way that your loved ones are giving that as a validation to let you know that they know your history, where you're going, where you came from, and where you're going. Make sure, Sierra, this reading for you is a little bit different because it's sort of themed. Make sure that everyone keeps telling me to tell you, and there's so many people here, that you've got to follow your path. You've got to stay on your path, and you've got to put Sierra first. Amongst anybody and everybody. And that's when everything will fall into place. Not to say that things are not great with you, but it will be even better. And someone just yelled to me that Sierra knows exactly what you're talking about, or what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So if you get it, just make sure you keep that with you. And Sierra, thank you so much for calling.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
You too. Lots of love to you. So I get to look at Miss Ellie, who is sitting right next to me. Is your mic on? Say something, Miss Ellie, and we'll know. Say hi.
Hello.
Oh, she's here. I love it. As soon as Mark told me that his mom was coming in, the first thing I said to him, and I said the same thing to Miss Ellie, is that Elix is going to be very upset and very jealous. Like, you should not be seeing Miss Ellie without me. So, and the first thing, this woman, every time you see her, honestly, you've got the coolest stuff. I mean, she's given us some things for the new house on the Cape, some glasses, something to, I think is it a clock to hang up? And we still haven't painted the walls yet, so we haven't done that. But as soon as you walked in, I pointed out that incredible looking necklace. She's got a necklace that it's dolphins, right?
Mm-hmm.
It is so unique and so. But have you had that for a long time?
A while.
And she said she has the earrings to match. But she's not wearing them. She couldn't find them. But she was so coordinated that she put like little shells on. I said it's all aquatic. It's all part of the sea, so it matches. So, but I'm really excited that you get to be here, and the cameras are on, Miss Ellie. So everybody is right here. Say hi, Miss Ellie, to everybody here.
Hi.
I love it. So listen, it's almost time to shut down the show. Thank you, everybody. You can follow us on social media. Follow me, Stephen the Medium. You can follow Coach Elix by Coach Elix. Remember, Friday, 1 o'clock, we'll be doing his show, which is Get a Grip with Coach Elix. And after that, well, we'll make an announcement about how we're going to be with you on Dominic's show when you're hosting, Mark. So that's Tuesday, right?
Yes, Tuesday from 8 to 9 a.m., Stephen and Coach Elix will...
And you're doing Dominic's show Monday and Tuesday?
Monday and Tuesday.
So, and that's 6 to 9?
6 to 9 a.m.
So tune in 6 to 9 this Monday and Tuesday. Mark is filling in for Dominic. You get to hear Mark. And Tuesday, 8 to 9, you can't miss it because Elix and I are going to be guests on the show, which I'm really excited that Mark is going to be leading the show, and we're just going to be peasants here, just following whatever he wants us to do. So thank you, everybody. Have a great, great week, and thanks for listening, and thanks for watching the studio, and we'll be back next Wednesday in Through the Static. So lots of love to everybody, and have a great day.